coaches Katiyana Mauga, Danielle, and Coach Kendra, if you don't mind starting off with an opening statement.
Well, obviously very disappointed, but I want to take the high road with this group. They've, I think, put Arizona softball back on the map, even though we fell short. A lot of things to celebrate. Pac-12 championship. I'm very proud of these seniors. They've given this program a heck of a lot, and a lot of hard work, a lot of leadership, a lot of effort, and it's just unfortunate the way it ended.
Questions?
Danielle, before the seventh inning, were you ready to go back in, and Coach Kendra wanted to call your number, or how were you feeling at that moment?
Yeah, I was ready. I didn't think it was necessary, but I was ready.
Coach, I guess what was the thought process behind putting Taylor in at the end there?
Well, I went down the line. Stacy went like this to me, and I thought maybe there was a conversation that had been had, but you know, our pitching changes sure in the hell didn't work this weekend. That's all I can say. You know, but yeah, it was a staff decision, and you know, you live with it.
Just saying, Katiyana, Danielle, what does it mean for you guys to play here? It's your final game here. What did it mean in the last few years?
I feel gypped. Like, I just told her I don't want to take the jersey off. I've spent 2 years in it, and I feel gypped. And that's not anyone's fault. And I didn't think it was going to be the last time, but
I mean, we came in knowing that this is the last time playing in Hillenbrand, because otherwise we would go to OKC, but I think I just feel proud to be a Wildcat and to have this jersey on, to have the and just to play for Coach Kendra and her staff, and just to play next to amazing girls. And you can't ask for anything else. But, I mean, there's nothing to say we lost, so.
Did you have a lot of admiration for being the way you played?
Yeah, you know, and I always have. You know, I should have been the first thing out of my mouth is congratulate them. They came in here in a very tough environment and played well with their backs against the wall. Kept competing, but that's the Baylor teams that I'm used to seeing. Know them quite well, and we saw them earlier in the year, and you know, they're a good ball club. And, just couldn't get it done today.
Coach, who originally saw the player miss third base?
Hillary, Meteor, in the dugout. That was a great, you know, one of the greatest moments that I've ever had is having the dugout come out and say run or miss. Yeah, that says a lot about this team. This team has been fun for me to come to work every day, and you know, most of the time you go through a year, you're going to have some issues, but this team didn't have any. You know, they were good students, 3.4 GPA as a team, good people, and did the right things. And it's just, I feel bad that we had to end it on the note that we did. Most of you guys, well, most of you aren't old enough to remember wide world of sports, but the thrill of victory and agony of defeat. And it's unfortunate, but the agony of defeat sometimes outweighs the thrill of victory when you've been in it for a long time. And, so it'll definitely be one that I will ponder for quite some time.
Is there anything else for the student athletes?
Yeah. So Coach said you guys helped put the team back on the map. And what does it mean to hear him say that about you guys and this team, even though you fell short? What does it mean to hear that?
I'm happy that the coaches and the staff have recognized how hard we tried to change the culture of this program. Originally when I got here, I was expecting a little something different, and it's not anything bad on the previous teams, but this team is so special. And I think we tried hard to make it that way. And we tried so hard to be good people to each other, to be honest with each other. And I couldn't have asked for better teammates because of that.
Julie, when you were kneeling down in the circle by yourself, could you hear the fans chanting?
Yeah, I was just saying bye. You know, I could hear it.
Kati, can you put into words, I know it's kind of hard right now, but your entire career and the milestones you were able to reach this year, and just kind of sum that all up?
Right now, there's no words to be. It's hard because I've had a great run here, and I know I couldn't do it without Coach. I couldn't do it without family. I couldn't do it with my teammates. And it's just hard that I'm going to have to take this jersey off. But, hey, this team wasn't just us. There's young girls on this team that's going to come up and be clutch and take this team to OKC. And I know we fell short our 4 years here, my 4 years here, but I know they're going to do it. And that's just trust in the team, and it's just amazing what I've done here. But
Anything else for the players? Okay, Kati, two of you maybe come.
Coach, we've talked a lot about the freshman class and how ready they've been to play this year. They had some huge plays, and I mean, I know it's hard to look ahead, but how excited are you to see the next step for them?
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm very proud of this team and where it's at right now, and I owe a lot of it to the senior class, but I mean, the freshmen came in here and were ready to play and had some big moments. You know, we just I was hoping to give them that experience of playing for the big one, because that's something you can't teach, no matter how much you talk about it and describe it. You don't get it unless you get there, and so that's what hurts, I think, more than anything. This team, you know, if you look at their body of work, they did everything except these last 2 days, and that's what's disappointing to me. And you know, some of that goes to Baylor. I mean, they took the bat away from Kati's hands, and it worked for them. It was tough to see Alyssa go down when she went down. Kind of changed our lineup a little bit. But I really thought throughout the year, and I told you guys this, that I thought this team would make a deep run because I thought we had all the pieces to the puzzle. But there were times this weekend that, especially yesterday, that the game got quick on us, and that hasn't happened all year, you know. And I was very proud of the way they came back today, and I really felt good that, you know, they were ready. They were relaxed, and I thought we were going to get it done, and I really did. And it just didn't happen.
How did you weigh the pros and cons of the intentional walk in the seventh?
Well, we had kind of talked about it. Stace and I had talked about it, and this kid is, if you look at what she did to us, she owned us, you know. And I think it was the tough part was not getting the leadoff hitter. You know, and then I thought about maybe not, but again, we were just kind of felt like that was what we were going to do. And I don't, you know, that's the way it goes. I mean, hindsight's pretty easy in this game. It's, you know, when you're doing it at that moment, if it works, great. If it doesn't work, then you eat it. You know? And so so it didn't work. And the kid that came in was a pinch hitter. That, runners at first and second. We really thought she was going to bunt to move the runners. And then I don't know what I haven't seen the pitch. I just know that she squared it up. And not what you wanted to see.
Was where they were at in the lineup heading into the inning part of that?
We were very much aware of that.
Well, was that
Yeah.
part of making the change because of that?
Yeah, Stacy was talking to me and just felt like, Thule was struggling with the middle of their lineup, and Taylor really did a pretty decent job last night and thought a different look might be good. And what we thought the 2 nights didn't quite pan out. And that's really, it's unfortunate because it's been something that we counted on all year, was being able to, I had a tremendous amount of confidence in both of those kids with different looks. Taylor's more up in the zone and moving through the zone, and Thule's off-speed pitch was a factor, but not really as big of a factor as it normally is. So it kind of made her to kind of readjust some things, So I think that goes to the Baylor side. They've got 3-4 really good hitters in the middle of their lineup, and then they've got some speed, and a lot of what we try to do, but unfortunately I think we struggle a little bit offensively more than I thought we would.